Hello everyone and welcome to People Working Cooperatively's annual recognition celebration. I'm Tom Colvin and I'm chair of the People Working Cooperatively Board of Trustees, and I'm pleased to open the event where we recognize certain individuals and organizations for outstanding contributions to the success of our mission. To no one's surprise, we're coming to you virtually this year, but we hope next year to see everyone at the event in person. We also want to acknowledge the generosity of Fifth Third Bank as our event sponsor. Without organizations like Fifth Third Bank, we cannot have successful events like we've had each year. So thank you again to Fifth Third Bank. It's now my pleasure to introduce our President and CEO, Mr. Jock Pitts, with some further remarks. Jock?
Okay. Hi, I am Jock Pitts, President of People Working Cooperatively. 2019 seems like a long time ago. It was a year with typical challenges and wonderful accomplishments. PWC fulfilled our mission purpose, keeping thousands of people across the tri-state safe, secure, and healthier in their homes. People Working Cooperatively's clients are sometimes referred to as the invisible poor. You might have heard that. Most own their own homes, earned during a season of their lives when their economic conditions were much better. They have their home, in which they are desperate to remain, by the way, but they have very little income to make it their way through life. Often people seeking help from PWC do so because of their past their working years, and with no opportunities to earn enough money to earn a sufficient living. This, or an accident or serious illness, may have changed the trajectory of their lives. They find themselves with declining health, strength, and mobility. Most PWC clients have Social Security as their primary income. A typical PWC client earns about $14,000 a year. Just imagine that. It is difficult to buy food or medicine with such low income, and certainly there is no money left over for home repairs. These are the circumstances in which many thousands of our tri-state neighbors find themselves, with PWC as their last hope for remaining in their homes. Generally, at an annual meeting, we review details about the previous year's accomplishments. As mentioned, 2019 was a successful year for PWC's mission. However, this year, a look back at 2019 seems less important than usual. As you understand, the world changed dramatically in 2020. The COVID-19 pandemic changed all of our lives. It's been a hardship for everyone. We'll consider, just for a moment, how COVID-19 impacts PWC's clients. We are all asked to stay in our homes for the purpose of limiting exposure to the coronavirus and staying safe. A term often used is shelter in place. Well, in this shelter-in-place environment, PWC's mission became more important than ever before. Since March of this year, clients have been especially vulnerable. It's long been understood that there's a strong connection between your home environment and your health. You've probably heard the term, the social determinants of health. Well, where you live, your environment, is a key determinant of your health. Across our tri-state, people are forced to stay in their homes. But if you do not have heat or water or electricity, you may be forced out of your home. PWC services are emergency repairs, our home modifications, and our energy conservation work have been crucial in keeping thousands of people safe, secure, and healthier in their homes. You know, PWC's clients are among the most vulnerable people to contract the coronavirus. As mentioned, they are disproportionately older, and their health is much more fragile than that of the typical person. If our clients are forced from their homes due to housing conditions, they have no other reasonable options for shelter. Where then would they live? Where then would they go? Our clients want to remain in their home, if at all possible. But in many instances, These people would be forced into some type of institutional setting. We have learned that institutions can be very dangerous places for people, especially older people, in our current environment. First, it's very expensive for taxpayers to cover the expense associated with subsidized institutional care. It's a far more economical proposition for PWC to make an emergency repair averaging about $1,500 than it is to cover the expense of institutional care that is over $50,000 a year. And this would be the cost for every person forced from their home, $50,000. A far more serious consequence is that the record shows that 70% of all COVID-19 deaths in Ohio were seniors. And 86% of these seniors' deaths in Ohio were residents of institutional care facilities. These statistics underscore not just an Ohio problem, but a national problem. So you can see it is critical to keep PWC's clients out of institutional care unless absolutely necessary, and have them remain safely in their homes. Certainly it saves money, but more importantly, save lives. When the world shut down in 2020, PWC was backed by the Ohio Homeland Security to continue to provide emergency services for the most vulnerable people in our society, our clients. We've been utilizing dollars well, providing helpful and needed services. You know, another advantage of PWC's work is that our services are actually known to make homes more healthy for the residents. Beyond the obvious safety and health-related concerns associated with no heat or dangerous electrical conditions, PWC also improves the health through improving indoor air quality. This helps people suffering from asthma and COPD and other respiratory conditions. PWC also reduces harmful moisture in homes and mitigates other dangers such as lead paint and asbestos. One more important service is our work for fall safety. PWC's work reduces expensive and dangerous falls that can be so harmful to our older and frail population. So there's ongoing studies to more completely understand the health cost savings associated with home repairs, and some specific to PWC. But you should know that PWC has been a pioneer in this field. We continue to develop and enhance our efforts, particularly through our Innovation Center and the research and programming that happens there. But our work couldn't have happened at all this year under the coronavirus conditions unless we made some important changes. Back in March, PWC immediately adopted important safety protocols to adapt to the dangers of the coronavirus. We established new safety procedures focusing on keeping our clients and our employees safe. Obviously, this was and remains critical, protecting our clients and simultaneously serving their home repair and health needs. The last 7 months has been a period like no other. PWC transitioned to complete a record number of emergency services thus far in 2020, and did so in a safe manner for our clients and our staff. Again, PWC's mission is more important now than ever before. It is imperative to build on this success. As much as we all hope everything goes back to normal, our clients will continue to need PWC. As we continue to meet the crucial needs for families, PWC is creating a better and stronger infrastructure that will be necessary to continue our success into 2021 and beyond. To do this, we will continue to need your help and your support. Thank you for all you do for the mission of people working cooperatively. Well, let's get started with the recognition of our important awardees this morning. I have the pleasure of announcing the 2020 Employee of the Year Award. PWC staff nominated and selected PWC accountant Helen Kitts as their 2020 Lead Taylor Employee of the Year. In the words of one of her nominators, Helen is a critical asset to PWC. In addition to being a wonderful person, Helen is a darn good accountant. I like that. She is routinely responsible for some of our most complicated billings and is a key part of fulfilling our audits and contract compliance, where we have a very small margin for error. Despite her many responsibilities, she will interrupt her work to assist fellow employees. Helen and her husband Frank are regular volunteers at all PWC events, giving up their personal time to help with registration, take photos, build a ramp, or even fry fish. Helen has also taken the extra effort to engage her church in the mission of PWC, leading crews for repair fair and pre-repair fair. Helen is an incredible example of someone who has used their many talents for the benefit of PWC and our clients. And we are more effective because of her. Helen, thank you for all you do for PWC, and congratulations on being named our Employee of the Year.
Hi, I'm Chris Owens, Vice President of Development with People Working Cooperatively, and I have the pleasure of introducing our 2020 Dan Ober Volunteer Hall of Fame inductees. First is David Falk. David is a retired Macy's executive, a longtime board member, a past board chair, a past committee chair for Tool Belt Ball, and a longtime volunteer with Prepare Fair. Jeannie Hauk Trafilio has also been a longtime volunteer serving on our gala committees, Oscar Night America and Tool Belt Ball, and a past co-chair of the event. Next is Colin Vogt of GE and a longtime crew leader for our Prepare Fair event. Steve Schaefer has volunteered for 20 years with his church, St. James Church of White Oak, and been a crew leader for both Repair Fair and Prepare Fair. Tim Tepe of Arthur J. Gallagher Company has been a longtime volunteer with Prepare Fair and also on our Tool Belt Ball committee. Thank you all for your 20 plus years of service to the PWC mission, and we look forward to your continued involvement. Congratulations on being this year's inductees into the Dan Ober Volunteer Hall of Fame.
Hi folks, it's Aaron Grant from the PWC Volunteer Involvement Program, and I am honored to present this year's 2020 Cecil Mahaley Volunteer of the Year Award to Bob Trustee. Bob has been working as part of the Volunteer Involvement Program's Third Saturday team for the past 5 years. This monthly group is an important part of PWC's volunteer efforts and is made up primarily of people who are part of the full-time workforce, yet still give up a precious Saturday each month to donate their time and talent to PWC's clients. Without any prompting, Bob has become a de facto crew leader for the monthly groups. He takes ownership of the projects and coordinates the group's efforts to keep people engaged, and resourcefully navigates even the most challenging tasks. By filling this role, Bob has freed up PWC staff to organize additional groups on those days, which has expanded the impact we can have each month. He has also recruited several of his friends to the cause, creating a reliable core of people we can count on throughout the year. In many ways, Bob is the foundation of our monthly service program, and we simply could not maintain this scale and quality of work without him. In addition to his monthly role, Bob also leads a crew for each of our volunteer events and attends the Tool Belt Ball annually with his wife and several other Third Saturday friends. Please join us in recognizing Bob's commitment and hard work in service of our clients as we present him with the 2020 Cecil Mahaley Volunteer of the Year Award.
Hi, I'm Bob Trustee. I'd like to thank Aaron Grant and the volunteer program folks at PWC for nominating me. I'm surprised and honored to receive the Cecile Mahaley Volunteer of the Year Award. As an engineer, I like to think I make data-driven decisions on my research projects at work. Maybe this is why PWC is such a great fit for me. PWC is not just a do-good organization. They are guided by study data showing that people live longer, better lives when they can stay in the family home. Keeping those homes safe and functional is an honorable and valuable mission. I'd like to thank Volunteer Program Manager Aaron Grant for doing the hard work that makes it easy for us weekend warriors to volunteer, have some fun, and be successful. I'd also like to thank the dedicated professional tradespeople at PWC who can bail us out if we get in over our heads. Hopefully, not too often. Finally, this award is not about me, but about a really great group of reliable, capable, and fun people. Thanks to our weekend warrior team, Ed, Skip, the two Daves, Melissa, and Tom, for showing up and doing the work whenever they are asked to. As a PWC volunteer, I take away so much more than I give and appreciate the opportunity PWC has given me. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ren Henlein. I'm the Director of Corporate and Community Partnerships for People Working Cooperatively. And today I'm both excited and pleased to announce the 2020 Friends of People Working Cooperatively Award to Craig McKee. While everyone knows Craig for his keen journalism, along with his high-profile role as an anchor at ABC WCPO 9 Evening News, many of you probably don't realize his years of supporting PWC with his time, talent, and treasure. Since 2016, Craig has served as MC for Hometown Hollywood, now Tool Belt Ball. Craig's thought leadership and commitment to the success of this year's Tool Belt Ball was instrumental as we were forced into a virtual event for the first time. He led PWC through its most successful event ever. In addition, Craig has played a major leadership role in PWC's Ramp It Up for Veterans annual telethon. For the past 6 years, Craig has contributed his passion and talent as a journalist to host and to promote our campaign through broadcast, digital media, social media to support veterans, assuring its success. Thank you, Craig, for your service to our country and your extraordinary volunteerism with PWC. We truly appreciate all your efforts as well as your ongoing friendship.
I'm so honored to be recognized as a friend of people working cooperatively. I'm a firm believer that when you volunteer and work with PWC, you're not just a friend of this amazing organization, you're a friend of every person PWC impacts with the work that they do every day. This hardware, well, it is amazing, and I'm very grateful for it, and also the opportunity to volunteer to help others in our community. Over the years, our volunteer crew here at WCPO has consistently given back our time to help clients of PWC who need that, little extra help during Prepare a Fair. As an Air Force veteran, I'm also very proud of the work PWC does to help give our veterans a hand up. Let's continue to spread the word to our friends, our family, and our coworkers on how great it can be to work cooperatively for a greater good. And I urge you to sign up today for the 45 days of service, and thank you again for this honor.
Hi, I'm Nina Creech, Senior Vice President of PWC, and I'm here at our Whole Home Innovation Center. And today it's my great pleasure to give the Friends of PWC Award to L3 Harris Technology. L3 Harris Technologies believes in making a significant impact within their local communities and has lived up to that commitment by supporting PWC and our most vulnerable clients in the past 7 years. Their contributions include financial support for Repair a Fair, Prepare a Fair, Ramp It Up for Veterans Campaign, annual recognition celebration, Hometown Hollywood, and our Tool Belt Ball. In fact, L3 stepped up in a big way when we are in need of a presenting sponsor for this year's Tool Belt Ball. In addition to their financial support, L3 has provided both leadership and volunteers for PWC, from participation on the development committee to the hundreds of volunteers for Repair a Fair and Prepare a Fair since 2014. A special thank you goes to General Manager Vance King for his personal commitment serving our most vulnerable low-income clients through L3 Technologies' continued support. Vance, it gives us our great pleasure to present the 2020 Friends of PWC Award to L3 Harris Technologies.
It's been L3 Harris's pleasure to be involved with PWC over the past 7 years. The organization has really rallied around the need and the mission for PWC, and it's been my personal pleasure to be involved at a leadership level, both here at the organization and with PWC on the development committee. I accept this for about 800 employees in the organization that will continue to support PWC over the coming years. So thank you very much for recognizing us, but it's really thank you for everything that you do for our community, our veterans, and everything that you do every day.
Hello again. I'm pleased to join everyone one more time to present this year's Chairman Award to Mount St. Joseph University in recognition of the special partnership that has been forged between the university and PWC over the last several years. Particularly this past year when the university's head of design, Kurt Grannon, and his brand identity graphic design majors chose PWC as the subject for a semester-long branding project. Under Kurt's leadership, the class took a deep look into the organization and how it is seen by those who volunteer or work for PWC, as well as those previously unfamiliar with PWC. The students spent time getting to know PWC's history, mission, and goals for the future. Not only did they use these learnings to develop well thought out designs for PWC, but they provided additional insight of what PWC meant to them. This group from Mount St. Joseph proved to be creative problem solvers, professional communicators, and talented designers delivering top-notch work far beyond what we had hoped for at PWC. We will continue to utilize their information, their insights, and their designs moving forward. We cannot express how grateful we are to have been a part of this year's project. PWC's operations and mission can be very challenging to understand, and this team was faced with the added difficulties brought on by a worldwide pandemic. We thank Kurt, his students, and everyone at Mount St. Joseph for their commitment and creativity, and we look forward to continuing a lasting partnership with the university for years to come.
I'm particularly pleased to have achieved this success. It was a team effort with my junior graphic designers at Mount St. Joseph University. I'd like to thank everyone who voted for our group of students and me. Very few things in life are entirely the work of just one person, and this is no exception. So I must also pay tribute to the enormous contributions made by the brand identity design students Jane DeGennaro, Candice Garcia, Sydney Holzbach, Jamari Odom, Mark Ostendorf, Jacob Peters, Shafali Singh, Sarah Teuschel, and Trevor Thurling, without which none of this would have been possible. This award is as much for them as it is for me. But sorry guys, this award is going in my office.
I am so honored to present this year's Dick Castellini Philanthropy Award to PWC's longtime friends and supporters, Mike and Gail Viox. Their involvement with PWC goes back nearly 20 years. First with Mike and his other employees from Viox Services volunteering for our annual volunteer events, followed by Mike's long-standing tenure on our board of directors, and then followed by Mike and Gail's recent role as co-chairs of the 2020 Tool Belt Ball. While their monetary contributions have been extremely generous, supporting everything from our gala, the annual support campaign, our capital campaign, and more, it's really been their generosity of time and sharing the mission of PWC with their friends, their family, their neighbors, their co-workers, and business partners that has garnered the biggest return to PWC and the people it serves. Mike and Gail are true servant leaders, generously sharing their good fortune with those in our community who truly need it. It is our great pleasure to present to Mike and Gail with this year's Dick Castellini Philanthropy Award for their continued generous gifts of time, talent, and treasure. Thank you, Mike and Gail.
Gail and I would like to thank PWC and everyone involved for this award in honor of Dick Castellini. Dick Castellini was a great advocate of the PWC mission, helping those less fortunate than us. We're very pleased to receive this, and thanks to everyone.
Well, everyone, this brings to a conclusion our annual meeting for this year. I want to thank you all for watching and being part and supporters of People Working Cooperatively. Special thanks to Fifth Third, who sponsored this today. We appreciate that. This year was unusual, like none other, and as I said in my remarks, PWC has never been more crucial to those we serve than we are today, right now, in this coronavirus period. I hope that very soon we'll be enjoying each other's company because we miss you. We miss seeing you in person, and we look forward to that day when we will be not in this virtual environment, but right next to each other. So again, thank you, and thank you for all you do for people working cooperatively.